Hi everyone, I hope you're doing good. My name is Vikas and welcome to my YouTube channel. So recently a lot of new folks have been asking me that they are in final year of their college degree or probably just finishing and and they are interested in DevOps, for example, and what are the tips that I want to give or share with them. So essentially, these tips that I'm going to share is not just applicable for someone who is interested in DevOps, but it can be actually applicable for anyone, probably if you are interested in security or whatever, right? So the first thing that you need to make sure is you learn the basic. So when you start learning the basic, for example, in case of DevOps, it could be what is CI, what is CD, what is infrastructure as a code. So don't just directly learn the tool. So don't just go there and start learning, for example, Terraform or Ansible. Like these tools may change very rapidly. So whatever you learn today may not be relevant in 6 months or a year or two, but learn the reason why these tool exists, right? So learn a little history why, for example, DevOps was needed, right? Probably I'll create a video or something about that as well. Probably that's a good idea. But try to learn the landscape around you, right? What are the challenges that IT was facing around 2008 that that caused or that forced them to think about DevOps, or what were the challenges that Google, for example, started to face when they exploded in terms of managing their infrastructure, and they came up with the terms like Borg, right? That basically again led to Kubernetes later on. So once you have the history about any technology, it's easier to understand it, right? So just don't directly start learning, for example, Ansible, if you don't have the context behind it, like what is it trying to solve. The second thing is, okay, so we have learned the basic. The second is hands-on practice. So whatever you learn, try to create a mini project of that, because if you just learn the theory, you probably will forget after some time. So now you have learned the fundamental of, let's say, DevOps or InfoSec or whatever. Now you start learning at least one tool related to that technology. So just don't read about it. Try to create some mini projects or POCs, put them in your GitHub. You can attach that to your resume in LinkedIn, as well as on your physical resume. Also, these days there are lots of cloud editors available like Replit, so you can put your code there. You can showcase it to anyone you want. You don't have to keep it on your local machine, right? So that's something that you should do. Practice as much as possible. The third thing is obviously stay up to date, because whatever you learn today may not be relevant tomorrow. So if you can join online communities, online vlogs, subscribe to them. If you're part of a group, uh, probably WhatsApp groups or whatever, uh, do join them, right? Look for example, Stack Overflow. Look for the questions that are being asked there. You may not know the answer, right? But at least you know what are the real life experiences or problems that people are facing and asking in Stack Overflow. This is just an example. There are lots of forms out there, right? So try to keep in touch with those kind of things. On social media also, try to follow probably the tech related blogs, tech related reels, rather than following other stuff, and then you'll start seeing more of those based on your interest, right? The last one, in terms of the technical, is obviously networking is important in this day and age. So you can start connecting with professionals on LinkedIn if you want. Start following tech influencers, who might be on in LinkedIn, or they might have their blogs, right? If you have any local meetups happening, you can go there and join, right? So the networking will provide you valuable insight in terms of and maybe open up opportunities for you uh, whenever there is any, right? So these are very basic fundamental things that probably everybody should do. Now, if you are coming from a very good engineering college, obviously you don't have to worry about these things. But let's say if you are not graduating from a very good college, and in India there is no concept of co-op or as such, right? It's probably from the India perspective that now I'm talking about things. So let's say for some reason you didn't get job, and it's been 6 months now for you, and you have passed your graduation, BTech, MTech, whatever, or BCA, MCA, those kind of stuff, right? So don't just wait there. right? You're doing networking, you're doing learning something on Udemy or online YouTube or whatever. You're doing many certificates and all those things, so continue doing that at the same time, so that you're not wasting your years. And this is again, feel free to disagree with me. You can go for a postgraduate diploma kind of thing, remote. So there are lots of universities who are government universities who will offer these courses to you at a very minimum rate. So you continue hunting for job, continue learning your technology, but at the same time do these diplomas or maybe degrees. May you can do a remote MBA, whatever, right? That way, you're not wasting years as such, right? You're not just looking for job and getting discouraged or demoralized, right? You're still doing something at the same time searching for the job. Again, you don't have to go to take classes. You can take online classes. There are lots of programs offered by universities these days. So that is something that I will recommend you on top of these four things which I mentioned, which was obviously learning, practicing, keeping up to date with the latest trends and networking. The other thing is, now it's again very tricky, but try to be disciplined in life. The earlier you realize that, the better it will be for you. If you are disciplined, I think, in any field, right? Not just tech or the tech specifically, but in any field, if you are disciplined in life, I don't think in this day and age there are uh, there is a lack of opportunity. You'll find lots of opportunities. There are lots of freelancing jobs available. You start writing projects. If you see around you something that you can think, okay, I can automate it. Maybe there is 100 automations already, 100 people have already solved that problem. But don't think that, okay, it's already solved, so who will care about my solution? Try to create it from scratch. That will give you experience, right? There are lots of websites online which are just simple plain calculator, BMI calculator, for example, right? So those kind of projects you can create from scratch. uh, Try to find the things that interests you. Nowadays, in future, there will be no segregation in terms of the skills requirement, right? So if you are coming from you're basically trying to learn DevOps, for example, you need to learn programming language at the same time, right? So if you love networking, let's say from computer networks, for example, and you don't like Java, well, probably 15 years back that was okay to have that, okay, I'll not learn programming language or scripts. I'll just learn a network switch router and all those kind of stuff. But in today's day and age, that probably will not work. You need to know how to write scripts, or you don't even have to write scripts these days or automations. You need to at least have that vision that, okay, how do I use prompts to solve certain problems for myself? So try to explore, expand your vision in terms of these things. And when you get a job, try to save as much as possible. Try to be financially free as soon as possible. Then I think you will enjoy your life much better. Again, this is for someone who is from the middle class background. Obviously, if you are financially free already, well, you don't have to worry about these things anyway. So I hope you liked my video. Please let me know what you think in the comment sections below. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.